session now, so be sure to tune into the YouTube channel, YouTube stream if you prefer that over a Twitch broadcast to be able to sync on up with. All right, are we live on YouTube? Are you live on YouTube? Are we live on YouTube? Hello, hello, hello. We are. All right, let's get into it. Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for the final qualifying session of the 2024 season. What a season it's been. What a year of qualifyings. Honestly, at the start of the season, we had better qualifyings than races. Some of the qualifyings were fucking insane. But yeah, final qualifying session of the year. We've got the 2024 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lewis's final qualifying in Mercedes. Bottas's final qualifying probably maybe ever in the sport. Magnussen's final qualifying probably ever in the sport. Zhou's final qualifying ever probably in the sport. And then yeah, a few other drivers final qualifyings for their teams. But yeah, final qualifying. Who's going to stick it on pole? Get your channel point predictions in the Twitch chat. But yeah, let's get into it. Now, if you're new to the watch along, welcome in. This is how it works. You got my face here, you got Twitch chat down here, you got the live timings here, and you got the session timer down in the bottom right that you'll be able to sync on up with to be able to enjoy watching the session with myself and the rest of chat. Once the time is up on screen, I will get it up for you guys so you can sync on up. But yeah, let's get into it, man. What a year of qualifying it's been. Obviously, I didn't do watch-alongs for the first 8 months of the season, but I feel like that start of the season, there was just so many insane qualifyings. Here we go. Time is up. Time is up. Let's get into it. Let me unmute my broadcast. Oy. All right, let me know in chat, who do we think is going to go out in Q1? All right, time is up. Sync on up. Oh, wait. I keep saying this could be Magnussen's last year in Formula 1. It probably is his last year in Formula 1. I keep forgetting he's going over to WEC next year. Paxson, Luai, Alde, Joao, Joao. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the stream. If it's your first time tuning the stream, be sure to hit the follow button down below. We do watch-alongs like this for every single Grand Prix weekend, for every single session. So join me tomorrow for the race. We'll be live 2 hours before the race for a build-up, and then a watch-along for the race itself. And yeah, obviously next season, every session, once again on the stream, every Grand Prix will be live doing watch-alongs once again. All right, what did I miss in chat? Hamilton sees him coming. It's a late lunge by Verstappen who takes it lead. Oh, yeah, that's the commentary line. Yep. 2026 will be super slow. I think it'll be similar to 2022 where they start off slow and they build up as the years and the season goes on. Track limits. No, it's 2022 when they implemented like proper track limits. Perez gap to max same as this year, but P4. Fuck asshole. I want actual F1. Oh, this guy. Hell yeah, NZ Flay, Lawson 2026 World Drivers Champ. Let's hope to sell. Let's hope. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes, I grew up in New Zealand, so I am a Liam Lawson fan. Hence the V-Carb shirt on today. And it looks more and more likely like he's going to get that Red Bull seat, and I'm fucking excited. What a long season. It hasn't felt like a long season, though. I mean, in terms of looking at the season and going 24 races this year, you know, so many different countries, you know, like for the team and the crew and the staff and everything, it's very long. But man, this year's flown by. Like 1 minute, Max has won another championship. Next minute, oh, Lando and McLaren are looking pretty good. Next minute, oh, the championship fight's on. Next minute, Max has won the championship. Next minute, the season's over. Like, what the fuck? What happened this season? It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Hell yeah, it's my first time in here. I'm a P1 fan. Well, appreciate you tuning on in. I'm assuming P1 isn't live because they're in Abu Dhabi. If you're a P1 refugee, raise your hand. P1 refugees, raise your hand. But yeah, welcome in. Everyone who may be new to the stream this weekend, if they are not live today. Appreciate you guys picking me as your streamer for the watch along. Yeah, like Matt and Tommy, I do watch-alongs for F1 sessions. I do them for every session, including practices. So if you ever feel like coming into a community and chatting and talking to a streamer about everything in the Formula 1 world, I will most likely be live. Yeah, I cannot wait for next season. But first, we've got a qualifying to go and we've got a race to go. And I mean, tomorrow's going to be emotional, man. You know, Lewis's last race to Mercedes, Bottas's last race probably in the sport. Yeah. Magnussen, even though he's going to WEC next year, who knows if he'll be back in Formula 1? Probably not, but I really wish he kind of like announced, hey, I'm retiring from F1. Because then he could get a proper send-off. Lewis could get a proper send-off. Bottas could get a proper send-off because he hasn't announced what he's doing either. All right, before we get too deep into this qualifying session, my Q1 predictions. I think Colapinto's going out. Colapinto. I think Joe, Bottas. Oh, it's so hard, man. I'm going to go Stroll. Yuki. Honestly, one of the V-Cubs. I'm just going to say Yuki because, you know, Liam fan out here, Liam fan. Channel points are about to end. Quickly, get your channel points in on the prediction. Who is going to qualify first today? We've currently got 30% on Max, 57% on Lando, 10% on Oscar, 2% Lewis, 2% Charles, 0% on everyone else. Bottas doing Race of Champions? Yeah, but that's just a one-off event. It's not like a series that he's going to be, that's going to distract him from F1, you know. Jess Gem, Apra, and Casual Gamer, that goes to the follows. YouTube chat, what's up, what's up? How's it going? BSOD, Slayer, Flawless Cat, Ghostface Killer, what's up, guys? Lumber as well, hello. Predictions for quali. I like to go session by session. So starting off, I'm saying Colapinto, Zhou, Bottas, Stroll, and Tsunoda are going to go out. Stroll top of the session. It's surprising why he's come out and no one else has come out. I feel like that vote ended way too early. I always do it 30 minutes before qualifying starts. So you're actually lucky it ran 6 minutes into Q1. Because I don't want anyone to have any glimpse of any lap times before you get predictions in. Temps dropping fast. Yeah, they'll be dropping now that it's nighttime. Mick Brown, welcome to the stream. K-Man giving Hulk a pole over the bodies. Let's go. What's your vibe check with Doohan? I'm not up to speed with F2 myself. I think Doohan's going to be the worst of the drivers in F2. I don't think he's going to be Latifi or Mazepin status. I just think he's going to be a bit like Zhou. Like, first season, he won't crash. He'll be a okay driver. He'll be near Gasly, but I think at the end of the season, Alpine will have to decide, right, do we continue to develop Doohan? Or do we just bin him off now and get someone who might be more talented in? I hope he proves me wrong, obviously, because he's Australian. He's a really, really, really nice guy. But I think he will be the weakest driver on the grid other than Stroll. But even Stroll, obviously, has that experience in him. At least Doohan won't be an idiot. Oh, my God. That was pretty close between Perez and that Ferrari. If I'm Ferrari, I change everything on Leclerc. Even if he's lower than 6, toe signs to the front and pray. Yeah. Making signs your main man. Obviously, Leclerc's in a drivers' championship fight with Lando, though, so you don't want to lose out on that. Not that that really matters, but still. How's it going, Max Verstappen, Lucas, Luai, the key to death, Nova. We're on the stream, everyone. How are you ahead of the F1 TV live? Am I? I'm watching on Sky Sports, and that shit's fucking so delayed. Perez time deleted. Oh my God. All right. I would love Bottas, Magnussen, Lewis, Sainz all to have a good qualifying today. Oh, Yuki up ahead of Albon. Colapinto lap time deleted. That's not good. Bank a lap in the bin. Racing news? What's this? That's just cat, right? That's just a random person making that. Yeah, fuck off. 750 followers. Liam Lawson will drive for Red Bull in 2025. Dude, do you know how happy I am? Do you know how happy I am for that? Like, look, love Checo. Love Checo. I'm not preying on his downfall, but obviously he doesn't look comfortable with that team. He's bound to... It makes sense that he's going to end up probably losing the seat. As a Liam fan, man, I've gone from sitting... He's gone from sitting on the bench, waiting for a seat, to then getting basically fast-tracked to Red Bull. Oh, it's going to be so good. My two favorite drivers at my favorite team. It's going to be fucking so good, dude. I mean, until he starts getting absolutely dicked on by Liam, and then I have to start being depressed every single week like Checo fans and Gasly fans and Albon fans. Or he whips his cock out and he's like close to matching matching Max, and he's the best driver since Daniel Ricciardo. And then, everyone hops on the Liam train. All right, sorry, back to qualifying. Magnussen P3 ahead of Piastri and Norris right now. Excuse me? Are Haas actually going to cook this weekend? Imagine being Hulkenberg right now. You're at a team that is, at the end of the season, consistently making Q3s, getting points. You might even qualify ahead of some of the big dogs, and you're leaving to stake the worst team on the grid. Let's see where Mercedes go, though. Mercedes, I feel like we know not McLaren are the fastest. We know Red Bull are the slowest. I don't know where Mercedes and Ferrari slot in. Who's going to be second? Who's going to be third? Oh, that's close to the wall. Masterclass? Masterclass sounds like disaster class, but I get what you're saying, like masterclass. Wow, ahead of the Mercs. What the fuck? Dude, fantasy is so fucked up. Fantasy is so fucked up if Haas actually outqualify McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, or whatever. Hell, what the fuck? This might be a really good fight for... How have Haas done this? Dude, Komatsu. Or if all along it was fucking Gunther Steiner's fault. Gunter's watching this like, fuck, I'm in the mud, lads. I'm in the mud. I am in the mud. This is where Checo got validated. Checo. That's millimeters. But that's the second time this year Checo's gone, please check it. It's like, bro, they literally have like 8K cameras. Like, they've checked it, man. They wouldn't give you a penalty if not. I mean, they have made it. To be fair, the FIA have made a couple errors. They have made a couple errors. Is this guy just like the number one Formula One fan now? He's at every Grand Prix. Meet more. Thank you for following. Haas of 2025 constructors. Imagine Haas become the new Aston Martin. Imagine Haas become the new Aston Martin, and Magnussen got dropped, and Hulkenberg left, and Behrman starts getting fucking podiums. All cars separated by 6/10. What the fuck? That's crazy. Everyone's within 6/10 right now. Wow. End of F1 seasons are always so good because they get so tight. Maybe we just need to make the championship longer. Maybe we just need the championship to be 50 races long. I think Q1 will be the closest the whole year. I say 8/10 separate the grid. Yeah, right out 6/10. If we can keep it below 7/10, that'll be fucking elite. Terry's a beacon of positivity. We like Terry. Yeah, Terry's like, the thing is, I know Terry from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Old Spice adverts, but I'm kind of like, what does he actually do? But he's kind of like The Rock, right? Like, he kind of does like mediocre acting, but he's just a fun guy. Except I like Terry Crews a lot more than The Rock. We better get double Haas podium their last race with the team. Imagine, man. Imagine Haas is the reason McLaren lose the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari gave them a rocket engine. Maybe this is the strat, right? If we... okay, you're Ferrari. Fuck. If we give ourselves a rocket illegal engine, everyone's going to investigate it, and we're going to be banned. But if we give it to Haas, no one will think anything of it. No one will investigate it. We give them the rocket engine to beat McLaren, and we win. Oh, shit. Run and Ocon could crash. Jay's more likable than The Rock for me. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand the hype for The Rock. I'm sorry, The Rock fans. I'm sorry, but engines turn up to 100. Haas podium so McLaren loses the championship is fantastic. I'll take that. Imagine Toyota starts manufacturing engines for Haas. I think that's their goal. I think they've... correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly sure they've signed like a 10-year deal with Haas to be a partner, performance partner. So, you know, simulated work and information and technology and stuff like that, with the intention of coming into the sport in maybe 2028 with an engine deal. How small it gets, it's crazy. Will Verstappen be able to get pole position for the last Grand Prix this year? If Max somehow goes from, again, worst car on the grid, worst car of the big dogs, to getting pole, that man needs a medal. Won't matter because knowing K-Mag, he'll crash with a Ferrari. We're going to get the F1 Supra. Have you guys seen that meme of, like, Haas's engine now that Toyota's on board? And it's like, What, I don't know the word. I'm not a car guy. I don't know is it called turbo? Wait, what? Wait, whose lap time reinstated? Perez. Perez lap time reinstated. Okay, I take back what I said. Checo, I'm sorry. Maybe it was worth getting that investigated. But how do you... This is like China. How do you get a lap time reinstated? How do you give it and then reinstate it? How do you not give a proper outcome in the first place? So Toyota will start helping with building chassis and parts, and then they finally move to engine and works team. What's happened here? Someone come out. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck? So Bottas got almost sent out onto Red Bull, but he stopped, and then he just came out in front of the V-Cubs. He's out. He's literally out. He's out. Is it go off of the tire surface, or does it go off of the edge of the tire? Because the edge of the tire was in. The bottom surface of the tire was out. All right, last 1 minute 50. Who are you rooting for? So I'm a Liam Lawson fan, but a Red Bull fan. Liam Lawson, Max Verstappen, Red Bull fan. So, any of them really. But I mean, their championships are over basically. So I mean, I think this weekend I'm a Ferrari fan. Well, I'm a Ferrari supporter. I should word it that way. I don't have anything against McLaren or Lando, especially Piastri as a team and drivers. I just think this year, I don't think they deserve to win the championship with their attitude. So this weekend, I want Ferrari to win. I want Leclerc to finish P2 in the drivers, mainly because it would be funny, but he also deserves it. And the constructors, I want it to show McLaren, like, look, you threw the drivers' championship away because you wanted to focus on the constructors. Now look, you haven't fucking won the constructors. So I really want Ferrari to win this weekend, but it's gonna be a hard ask. It's gonna be a hard ask. All right, here we go. Bottas. What? What the fuck? Ferrari's turned up all their supplier team's engines. Everyone needs to improve. Literally every single person needs to improve. Well, Albon's out. Colapinto's out. I guess because they're starting from the pit lane. Tsunoda only P11. That might not be good enough. Has he cheated? He had to have cheated. Oh my god, traffic. This is very tight. Lawson ahead of Tsunoda. I predicted that. Oh my god. Aston makes it through. Alpine makes it through. Lewis makes it through. The Alpine makes it through. Oh no, Gasly finished his lap. Gasly up to P4. Lewis is going to be out. He's stuck in traffic. Lewis is out surely. He's stuck behind a fucking Alpine. The clout to the top. How's Bottas done that? That's nice. Gasly's parents in the garage. Bro, what the fuck is happening right now? Surely both V-Carbs are out with that, but both Williams haven't come out for their lap. So yeah, keep in mind, Leclerc's got a 10-place grid penalty, and the Williams have a 10-place grid penalty as well, I think. What's next? What's next is he's fucking cheating. That's what's happened. Oh no, could Russell be out here as well? He's not really improving on his previous time. 5 for both Williams. Oh, why did they try then? The fuck? Wait, that's dumb. If they've only got a 5-place grid penalty, why did they try? Alright, Zhou out. Pfft. Zhou, what is that? 3/10 off your teammate, mate. Come on. Alonso could be out here with that lap. Okay, Russell moves up. Russell moves up. Where's Hamilton? If Hamilton gets knocked out with this amount of people throwing. Doing out. Oh my god! How are you getting out qualified by Zhou? Albon, who didn't even set a lap. Now, this is for the storyline. This is for the storyline. His last qualifier at Mercedes, he wanted to set a shit lap, so he comes into Ferrari and goes, see, I went from 18th to 2nd. No, it's the storyline for tomorrow. 18th to 1st. He's building up the story. He's building up the story. But seriously, though, how are you getting out-qualified by Zhou and then Albon, who didn't even set a lap? Bono's done. He's had enough. He's had enough. Wow. Okay, what a session. That's just Q1. We've still got Q2 and Q3 to go. I completely forgot. Oh, I completely forgot that was Doohan's debut as well in quali. He goes out P20. Some very poor performances there. Was Toto saying bad in terms of traffic? Or was he saying your shit? Like, wow. Don't tell me he's had a good qualifying. He's going to get a pen now. Oh. He's not... What the fuck? He's freaked out and hit the bollard. Oh. Okay, that's what Lewis is referencing. Oh my god. He's fucking taking the bollard out, and then he's literally thrown a banana under Lewis's car. Was Lewis starting his lap or ending his lap? Either way, yeah, K-Bag's probably gonna get a pen for that. Holy, he was starting his lap. So not only did he get stuck in traffic, but he had a fucking massive bollard stuck under his car for half the first sector. That is crazy. All right, well that was Q1 done. That was a good session. I'm looking forward to Q2 and Q3. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Ay. All right, let's talk about the drivers. Doohan, first qualifying session, just like we do with every rookie. We're going to give them benefit of the doubt. It's their first session, their first time adapting. However, he was 6/10 below his teammate. That is not great. Colapinto and Albon both went out. I don't understand. They've only got 5-place grid penalties, yet they didn't try in qualifying. Are they saving engine parts? Are they not risking a crash? I don't get it. Either way, Colapinto and Albon were very, very tight there. Hamilton, we've already spoken about him, but he got out-qualified by his teammate by 2/10. Zhou out-qualified by his teammate by 4/10. How is this happening week in, week out? And then, yeah, Albon. Don't understand why I didn't do a lap. Alonso on the verge. V-Carb's on the verge. I think it's pretty obvious who's going out in Q2 next session. Because those Haas's should both be making Q3 with how good they're looking right now. What about Russell Penn from impeding? Wait, what did Russell do? Did I miss it? Or forgot? I'm on ads, by the way, so I can't hear all these radios and stuff right now. It was the Lightning McQueen sippy cup for land for Lewis. Fuck me for too many L's for Lawson. Suzuki Maki, Joe, RJ, Yai Nota, LWC. Thank you guys all for the follows. Welcome to the stream. All right, we're back. I'm looking forward to hearing these radios you guys are talking about. Allie Davis. All right, no radios. So here's Magnuson. Okay. Yeah, so he has dirty air the whole time as well. Wait, so is Magnuson on a cool? I'm confused. What's happening here? Is this pushing? Oh no, here we go. So Magnuson takes the bollard out. So this was them starting their lap. Wait, starting or ending? Okay, either way. In the last sector, he hits the bollard. This is terrible analysis from Anthony Davis. So he's hit the bollard, it gets stuck under him. But is this starting or ending the lap? Yeah, it was ending the lap. Oh, wow. So he was ahead. Wow. So it was the bollard. He literally got Mario Kart ability out of quali. Dude, Botchas's P1 fucking shook me. He's literally out. He's literally out. The side of the tire is in, but the rim of the tire is out. It's so minimal, but still. I don't understand. Either way, he made it through. We like it. We like it. What happened with Hamilton? He got a bollard kicked underneath him and it completely fucked his last sector. He's literally out! It is fair from Perez though, like he asked for it to be checked and the team didn't check. But correct me if I'm wrong, the engineer said, yeah, we checked, it's out. So they just thought it was out as well. What happened to Liam here? Oh my god, the traffic. What the fuck? Pierre, Liam's engineer, is always just like, calm down, please calm down. Oh. Okay, so what you guys are talking about with Russell now. Did he impede Russell? Did he impede Liam? No, because Liam's fucking goated and parted the seas and went down the inside. But if we're gonna do a Russell here, we gotta look at what happened and not the outcome. And what happened was Russell impeded Liam. So that should be a 1-place grid penalty or 3-place grid penalty. All right, it is Q2 time though. Where the fuck is she? Cameraman zooming in on some kid's feet right now. Oh, she's on a boat. Okay. Flexing on us out here. I thought she was on a power pole for a sec. I was so confused. All right. Q2 time. Perrin Liquor. Thank you for the follow. Playing F1 while watching F1 quality. I think I'm addicted. Ponden, help. Perry's getting mad like anyone expects him to make 3-3. He's going to. He's going to. Don't doubt him now. He's going to win this weekend. He's going to be the 9th different win of the season. 8th different win of the season. Believe. Just believe. All right. Timer's up. Sync on up for Q2. And let's do our predictions. Bro, my nose, man. Fuck. Ugh. All right, Q2 time. This is the last time I'm wearing this shirt anyway, so it don't matter. All right. Those posters look so good. Where can we get them? Patty, funny you asked that. So, guys, if you go to Automobilist, if you go to that link in chat and use code PONDEN20, you can get 20% off any of the posters behind me. Amazing, high-quality posters. Be sure to check them on out. Click the link and use code PONDEN20 for 20% off. Maybe a Christmas gift. Maybe a gift for yourself. Maybe you just moved into a new house. You want a poster. Yeah. Be sure to check out Automobilist. Link in the chat. All right, Verstappen's gone out early. He's doing a stroll, gone out early to be the first one on track. All right, Q2. Who's gone out in Q2? I think it's pretty obvious. It's going to be both V-Carbs. It's going to be both Aston Martins. And then it's going to be Bottas, because I don't think he's going to replicate that again. If anyone other than those 5 go out, then either Haas have fucked up, Gasly's fucked up, or one of the big dogs have fucked up. Russell, Liam, impeding noted. Oof. Ryan and Lou CSO. There you go to the followers. Oh shit, I forgot to use your code. I bought the 4 times max champ poster. You missed out on 20%. But yeah, you gotta click the link and use the code. No further investigation. Nah, I'm curious to see what Max has to say about that. Last week, Max gets impeded. Sorry, Russell gets impeded on an outlap. 1 place grid penalty. Russell impedes someone on their push lap. No investigation. Okay, cool. I see. We don't look at the outcome and we don't look at the what happened. Fair enough. 3 seconds after noted, no further sounds weird. Yeah. Oh, Max's championship helmet is so nice. So nice. Both Haas cars expect to go to Q3. What is this world we're living in? Honestly, man, they look so good. What, he's got friends at the FIA? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the consistency for that. I would have at least liked it. I would have at least liked it to be investigated and then given a reason why they wouldn't give it a pen. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. To be fair, I'm focusing more on it because it's Russell and Liam. Otherwise, I might not have given a fuck, but it's more the reason why it should be investigated is because Russell cried about it last week and now he's gone and done the same thing. Nope, it's fine. I think Lawson going through is what saved Russell and his lap being deleted. He's going on. Yeah, but again, at Max in qualifying in Qatar, it affected nothing, but they still gave him a 1 place grid penalty because of the precedent of safety. So it doesn't matter what happened to Liam. It should at least be investigated. So dumb. All right, what was the best time of Q1? Red Bull turning up again? Yeah, I don't know how Max is turning this around right now. $23.5 hours, so already 6 cents quicker than Q1. The track's just getting better and better and better, as we saw with how quick Bottas's time was. Vevstar, Nyaux Pro, then he goes the follows. Wow. 8 tenths down on Red Bull? What the fuck is Max just cooked up? Okay, wait, let's see what's Norris's time and the Fry's times are. What the fuck is this lap from Max? Okay, that's way better for Norris, but bro, has Max just found the strat? Throw in practice, make everyone doubt you, and then turn it up and qualify in the race, and then oh my god, Max is so good. Whoa, the Leclerc almost ended up in the wall there. Probably the turbulent air from the Alpine in front affecting him. That's why he's so far off. Great save. Max on new tires. Sorry. Forgot about that. If you want to know if someone's on used or fresh tires, look at the tire on the live timings here. If it's got a line through the tire, it means it's a used set. Don't know why F1 don't have that little icon on the broadcast because it's so helpful. Max's pregnancy gave him more downforce. Oh, that's not a great lap from Gasly. Aston's ahead of him right now. And whoa, what is this lap from VCarb? Okay, I feel like all the tracks this season have turned into street circuits where the track just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Like, how is a VCarb gonna make Q3 right now? Like, what? Okay, they're on fresh tires. Okay. No, again, it's a fucking fresh tire. Sorry, I forgot they're on fresh tires. What line? On the live timings, the tire. See, Max's tire is just a circular soft tire, but Norris and Piastri's has a line through it. That means line means it's used. Did they repave every track before each weekend? I don't think have they repaved Abu Dhabi? I don't think they did, right? Surely not. This is Yuki's best track after all. True. He's always delivered at Abu Dhabi. Fuck. Forgot about that. Is Perez staying or gone? We don't know. I think there's going to have to be a couple breaking news streams in the following week or two after the season ends. One for the Red Bull seat, one for the VCarb seat. You really got P5 in 2021 at Abu Dhabi. Yeah, it went underrated. Very underrated. I mean, obviously, because of everything that fucking went on. Charles and Perez need good laps here, yeah. Gazzy needs a good lap too. He's so far down on where he should be. Aduni Bravi. Oh my god, if Liam gets the Red Bull Racing set, oh my god, I'm gonna come. Jen Suo, they were the follow. I don't know, just thinking about Liam being in a Red Bull, oh my god. I don't think that was Perez blocking. I mean, it was close, but... I don't think so. You know where Carlos is going next year? He's going to Williams. Wait, why is Max out of the car? He's going poo-poo? What the fuck? What's he doing? Even hopping out of the car in between sessions is crazy. He has to be going poo. Bro, that is confident. That he's very confident. Like, I know he said it on fresh tires already, but like, what if the track, like, hey, look, you know me, I'm a Max fan, but I don't like when people are overconfident. Part of me is like, I hope the track improves now and he gets knocked out for being a silly Billy. True, maybe his water broke. I keep switching on. One day I want Yuki in the Red Bull seat. Next I want Liam. Yeah. I think right now at this moment, who deserves the seat? Yuki. I think looking long term, who deserves the seat based off of their mentality and will adjust the best of the Red Bull, I think it's Liam. And that's the tough decision they have to make. If they put Liam in the car, Yuki and Yuki fans are going to be upset. But you just have to look at the way Yuki came into the sport and how long it took for him to adapt to the sport and, you know, his team. Whereas Liam has gone to multiple different series and instantly adapted. Fuck's sakes, my monitor's flickering. One sec. Yeah, the Clay needs to have a really good qualifying here to minimize his grid pen. If he qualifies P10, he may as well take a full new car. Oh. Yeah, V-Carb's getting let out. Why is everyone keep taller than an AlphaTauri? Alright. If we see purple sectors on a poo team, maybe Max would be out here. But unlikely. Unlikely. I'm sure they have the computer data and everything. It's a no. Like, all right, Max is safe. By the way, thank you everyone for tuning into the YouTube stream today. This is the highest viewers we've had, concurrent viewers we've had on a YouTube live stream since I started multi-streaming. So thank you guys so much. For people watching on Twitch, if you don't know, I now multi-stream all F1 sessions on YouTube and Twitch. So if you prefer a YouTube stream, you can watch over there. If you prefer to have a place you can rewind and pause because Twitch doesn't allow that, I do stream on the YouTube channel for every session. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching that. And obviously as well, everyone watching on Twitch. Final qualifying this season. It feels weird, man. I feel like we're just kind of like getting up to speed with the season. We're not getting up to speed. Like it's finally like it's brewed into a really good point and it's like season done. Highest views because Matt and Tommy aren't streaming. It's not my highest views on Twitch. I'm talking on YouTube. Matt and Tommy don't stream on YouTube, do they? All right, final laps out. Can Haas cook? Can Haas cook? Yeah, Max will be safe. Max will be safe despite going for a mid-session poo. And only P11. All right, well, there you go. Magnussen out in Q2 in his final qualifying session. That's not great considering where... Wow. P2 for Hulkenberg. Not a great qualifying for Magnussen to end his time in Formula 1. Gazzy, you need to get into Q3 here. Good, 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 good. See, much better lap there. Wow. Look how much better the track's getting. Max set that lap so long ago. Russell up to P6. That should be enough to be safe. Perez just behind him. That's not a bad lap from Checo, considering his current standards. Where's Aston Martin going to go, though? Wow. Lonzo's going way up. Okay, come on, Liam. Liam, need to improve here. And Leclerc, you need to improve. All right, here we go. Session's done. Stroll, that won't be enough. That won't be enough. People will improve behind unless there's a red flag. Wow. Great lap from Alonso. Up ahead of Russell. Could we see Russell and Perez out here? If Yuki, Liam, Leclerc, and Bottas improve... Actually, no. They'll be saved by Bottas going out probably. Yeah, Leclerc up to the top. He needs to get pole today to minimize the damage from the grid pan. Wait, Leclerc deleted? Signed up to P2? Oh my god, look how tight it is at the top. Wait, is that true? Has Leclerc actually been deleted? Wait, he's not being moved down though. He's not being moved down. Oh my god, he's out. He's out. Wow, he may as well just take a whole new car tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a second. Liam. No. So close, so close. But Yuki makes it through. Well done. Oh, wait, can Bottas cook? Can Bottas cook? Can Bottas cook? Oh my god! Holy fuck! What a beast! What a beast! Holy! Final qualifying potentially in Formula 1. And he goes against Q3 in a stake. Whilst his teammates out in Q1, knocking out both V-carbs, knocking out Leclerc. Oh my god. Wow. Well, look, we have to criticize Leclerc for this. We've criticized Lando for all the mistakes he's made to cost them potentially a Constructors and Drivers' Championship. And here's Leclerc. Right now, this could be the moment that's thrown P2 in the championship. That's thrown P1 in the Constructors' Championship. He's definitely out. Definitely out. Definitely out. 100% out. Wow. So, P last for Leclerc tomorrow. Do they take a whole new car and just hope it gives him like ultra bullet boost to the front? Because that's the only option now. That's the only option. The only thing is if they take new parts, he'll start from the pit lane. Well done, Bottas, man. Well done. I think he's proven that maybe the last couple of years has come down to the car a lot and not just his performance. Wow, man. Wow. What he said, dude, this is turning out to be one of the best qualifyings of the year. What the fuck? So, Magnussen out-qualified by his teammate by 8/10. In his final qualifying session in Formula 1, he had the potential to make Q3, and he's completely flopped. Leclerc invalidated. In the end, 8/10 off of his teammate. Look, pace-wise, he was pole. Well, best time of the session. But, man, you can't be making mistakes like that, especially when you're in a Drivers' Constructors' Championship. Like, why is he pushing that hard? At the end of the day, he knows his Ferrari's quick. All he had to do was just push, but not to the max, and get it over the line. Keep it within the lines, I should say. Stroll out-qualified by his teammate by 5/10. Jesus Christ. What's the point anymore, man? What's the point anymore? And Liam and Yuki, neck and neck, both out in Q2. I didn't expect the V-Carbs to make it out of Q1, so the fact they've even made it to Q2 and been that close to Q3, I think that's an awesome job from them. But yeah, Bottas Q3, Alonso Q3, Hulkenberg and Gasly. The crazy thing about this is if Leclerc actually kept his lap in between the lines, Perez would have got knocked out with one of his best qualifying laps of the season. Like, he's only 3/10 off Max. In saying that though, Max did set his lap quite early in the season, in the session. So, but wow, Bottas, man, can we have an award for qualifier of the day? This is fucking elite from him. Bottas to Red Bull, imagine Hulk podium. Oh my god. If Hulk qualifies in the top 3, this is going to be crazy. P10 start for Lawson. Why is that? Juan, Skyfish, Dambo, Lou, Lamano. Thank you guys all for the follows. Welcome to the stream. All right. Almost Q3 time now. Almost Q3 time. Fuck me. What a session this has been so far. Am I overreacting or has this been a really good quality sesh? Oh, he's way up. Gasly doing Gasly things. I think he's just putting the Alpine where it should be. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll gas up Gasly as much as the next guy, but I think some people are over hyping Gasly when I think the Alpine's just locked in. But the fact is he's extracting everything from that Alpine. And I've always said, when you give Gasly the right car, he's not championship material, but he will deliver that car week in, week out. People are so quick to forget how good Gasly was in 2020 and 2021. Right, even with the lockup, Gasly was able to still make it through. If you're not watching on Sky Sports right now, we've got Anthony Davis giving us a little breakdown of everything. Or if it's a championship winning car. Depends on his teammate. I just don't think Gasly has a championship mentality, personally. I rate Gasly a lot. I just don't think he's like a... Gasly and Sainz are in the same pool for me. Like, they are great drivers. They're consistent drivers. But in comparison to Leclerc, Lando, Max, Russell, Lewis, Alonso, Piastri, they wouldn't win a championship. They just don't have that that little oomph, you know? What's Lewis got to say? Why are you smiling? Who's Alpine engine provided their own Renault. But 2026 they'll be Merc. He's got to have like his contract has to have like you must say grateful and you must say blessed in every single interview that you do. All right, Q3 time. Cars are now out on track. All right, let me know in chat what is your qualifying order for the top 10. It's hard to do, but let me know what you think it is. Put the timer on screen. Hurry up. There we go. All right, time is up on screen. Be sure to sync it up. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning on in for the watch along so far. I really do appreciate it. All the new people tuning on in, everyone who's stuck around for multiple seasons this season. I really do appreciate you tuning in to the final qualifying of the year. If you are enjoying the stream and you haven't already, hit the follow button down below. I'll be live on Twitch 2 hours before the race tomorrow doing a build-up. We're watching the live build-up on stream. We're watching all the highlights from previous years, specifically 2021 Abu Dhabi. We got trading card packs to open. We've got F1 play to do, so be sure to tune in tomorrow for that, as well as the F2 feature race championship decider. 7 points, I think, 6 points between the top two. So big stream tomorrow. You don't want to miss it, so be sure to tune on in. But Q3 now. What is my order for qualifying? I'm going to say, honestly, I never thought I'd say this after FP3. Verstappen P1. Norris P2. Sainz P3. Piastri P4. Russell P5. Hulk, Gasly, Alonso, Perez, Bottas. That's my 10. If anyone gets it right, congratulations. Lazy Alpha and SNK Gumed. Thank you guys for the follows. Gaz is the only one with the upgrades. I was told Duan got the upgrades. Has that changed? I was told Duan has the upgrades. Hulk for podium, hear me out. Imagine, man. Bottas Q3, yep. Alright, come on, Hulk. Big banker lap here. We need a big banker lap here. Wow. Not using all the track. Maybe playing it a little safe on his banker. Well, 1:23.4. What was the first laps? Is that Lando start? Yeah, that'd be Lando starting a lap. Where's Russell gonna go? Behind Hulkenberg. Can I change my predictions? I actually want to put Gasly behind Hulkenberg now. And Perez goes ahead of Russell but behind Hulk. Oh my god, Hulk is cooking! How is Max favorite for pole now? What the? Oh! How does he go pole with that? How does he go pole with that? Oh my god. I actually thought he was drifting into the wall there. Oh my god, my heart is pounding. How is Max? Wait, was that Max or... No, that was Max, right? How was Sainz 4/10 behind Max with that? Oh my god. All right, where's the McLaren's going to go? Are they going to step it up now? Piastri, he's always been good at tracks that he's been to in F2 and F3. Oh, a little bit of a snap there in the last corner. P2. Max has to have pole, right? He's fucked up his lap and still at the top. How is that possible? Who? Norris P2. 4 milliseconds. No one can beat Max with a fuck lap. Piastri. Again. How many mistakes has Piastri made in qualifying this season? I'm sick of it. If I was a McLaren fan, I'm sick of it. If Leclerc was in Q3 here, this would cost them the constructors potentially. Oh my god. Okay, it wasn't as scary as it was on the offboard, but still. Full throttles over the curve, loses the rear, keeps it in the lines, and still sets the fastest lap. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. He slid out the final corner like he did in 2021. Dude, this qualifying session is fucking good. I don't know lie. This just goes to show how boring non-sprint weekends are now. Like, this week, after having 3 sprint weekends out of 4, we've come into this weekend, practice, and we finally had a session, and it's actually good. That looked like Perez's. It looked like it was out, but very similar. Oh my god. This is... Okay, these final runs are going to be nuts. I mean, I think Max is favorite, right? Okay, so Bottas is saving his fresh set of tires to come out. Oh my lord. Any last predictions in chat? It's still Piastri's second season. It's okay. As a McLaren fan, I can forgive. Yeah, but 2 seasons, like, come on. Come on. Excuse me. Bottas has got... Dude, imagine Bottas got pole. These final runs are the ones that are going to matter with all this track evo, though. Fuck me. This has been a really good quali. How is Gasly, Alonso, and Hulkenberg all ahead of Perez and what? Reinstated? Why are they giving pens, right? Why are they deleting laps if they're not 100% sure, right? Football reference, right? You have VAR in the sport to be able to look at a moment and go 100% yes or no, this is correct or wrong. You can't then give VAR, go, pen, they score the pen, and then go, wait, we've just checked VAR again. It's no pen. No, the whole point of VAR is to make sure the decision is 100% correct. How are you making the wrong decision? That makes no sense. It's just dumb. Because what if that was well, actually, I was going to say, what if that was the last lap of the set? Well, it still gets reinstated, but just dumb. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Yeah, true. I am talking about the FIA here. Thought they had scanners for the track limits. I don't really know how it works. I thought it was just cameras. I think it scans if they think it's gone out and then they check closer. I don't know. All right, so Checo, final lap. Starting his lap quite early. Max hasn't come out yet. Surely he comes out for one more lap, right? Especially after that fucking up at the end there. But Perez, 60 milliseconds off in the first sector. Come on, Checo. Come on. Come on. This might, you know, I hope... we don't know yet. And it really sucks that we don't know. But this could be Checo's last qualifying for Red Bull. His last qualifying in Formula 1. Please end on a high note. Please. Previous polls in Abu Dhabi. Max, and Hamilton. This could end up being one of Max's best tracks on the calendar if he ends up qualifying and winning this weekend in a car that did not look like it was going to be capable of doing that after FP3. Theo, thank you for the follow. 2 minutes ago. Gazzy's out of the way. Oh my god, it's so wide. Alright, Checo, where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Not bad! Okay, 3/10 off, 3/10 off. Is that one of his... This might be one of his best qualifyings of the year. Just slotting in behind the McLarens. Let's go! Oh my god, imagine Ferrari could have ended up winning the Constructors if it wasn't for Leclerc throwing that qualifying now. Imagine Perez has a good weekend, Hulkenberg has a good weekend, and then, wow. Yeah, it looks like Piastri didn't push 100% around that first corner this time. Is that Max? Was that Max or Checo on the left there? That would have been Checo, right? Yeah. Say, otherwise Max is not going to get time in. He's there to tow Max. So, okay, so Checo's gone early, set a good lap, but he's then going to tow Max. That's interesting. Yeah, Leclerc really needed to make Q3 here to not only set a good lap, but to also give a tow to Sainz. Bottas ahead of Perez. Wow. What the fuck? Okay, everyone's going to keep improving here. Piastri's down. Piastri's down. What the fuck is Bottas doing? Hulkenberg! What is happening? No, man. Like, what is actually happening today? This is the craziest qualifying I've seen in so long. Piastri's not going to go pole. Norris might. Gasly P4. Okay, Piastri goes up to the top. Only barely, though. Okay, Norris is improving. Norris is improving. Still, that is insane from Hulkenberg. Where's Max? Okay, Max is on his lap. Max is on his lap. Yeah, Sainz needed his teammate here, I think. But come on, Sainz. This is big for the Constructors. Alonso P6. Perez is pitted. P2, that's good. That's good for the race tomorrow. That is so tight. Norris, wow. Wow. That is a quick lap. Can Max respond? I mean, we know Russell's not looked good so far. I don't expect a good lap from him. Wait, Max is yellows. Max is yellows. Only P7. Max, he might be yellows, but he might be matching his times. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? No! Wow! What the fuck was that qualifying? That is that is one of the craziest qualifyings I've watched in for however long I can remember. We came into it going McLaren P1 without a doubt. Then Max. And right at the end, a McLaren 1-2. And Sainz right on their ass, or at least right on Piastri's ass, and Hulkenberg splitting Max, who looked like pole favorite, from the top guys. Gasly P6, Alonso P8, Bottas P9, and in the end, I was gassing up Perez's lap, and he's qualified P10. What the fuck was that? No, that was insane. Is that qualifying of the year? Is that recency bias, or is that qualifying of the year? Because that was so fucking good. And holy Lando, big congrats on pole position. That's big for their constructors tomorrow with the way Leclerc qualified. 2/10 ahead of his teammate. My God. What a session, man. What a session. How is Hulkenberg right next to... Oh my God. Wow. What a fucking session. All you have to do is look at everyone's predictions just before that session started to show how crazy that qualifying was. So, Norris outqualifies his teammate by 2/10. Well done. That was a great effort from Lando. Coming into quali, I thought they were favorites. Then I thought they were out of it. So to string that together at the end, very well done. Piastri, P2. 2/10 off his teammate, but then in the end, it is a P2. Sainz, very well done. P3. I think it would have been very big for Leclerc to make Q3 there and give him a toe for their Constructors' Championship. Hulkenberg, P4. One of the best qualifyings I've seen from him ever, if not the best. 50 milliseconds off of the front row. Wild. Verstappen was so good all the qualifying, but couldn't string it together there at the end. Maybe Max had a mistake. We'll have to watch, but he was way off. Gasly, P6. Awesome stuff again. Russell, I think that's probably the best he could have done in a Merc. Yeah, Alonso, P8. Awesome stuff. Bottas, P9. Awesome stuff. And Perez. I said it was his best qualifying. And it probably, in comparison to Max, it probably is one of his best qualifyings of the year, but it still only managed to be P10 at best. What a fucking session. Holy. Hero. Theo, thank you guys for the follows. Man, it sucks, man. It really sucks Leclerc has to take this 10-place grid penalty, and it really sucks that he didn't make Q3 because this just makes McLaren even more of favorites for the Constructors' title now. I was really hoping we would have more of a fight for the drivers and the constructors coming into that. Come on, Hulkenberg. You can smile. Give us a smile. There you go. What the fuck? Hulk podium. Dude, imagine Hulkenberg gets a podium tomorrow. Oh, no, it can't happen. It won't happen. Unless... Wow, so much to talk about from that session. All right, well, guys, that wraps up qualifying. Thank you all for watching. Stick around. We'll chat about things. Watch the listen to the interviews and whatnot. Oh, sun's growing out a beard. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the follow button down below. Join me tomorrow 2 hours before qualifying. 2 hours before the race. We'll be live doing a build-up on Twitch, and then we'll be doing a watch along for the race itself. Yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. Insane session, man. Insane session. One of the best of the years. I really enjoyed that. Catch you later. See it. How many poles does Lando have now? Ooh, like 6? It's funny how World Constructors' Championship is on Sainz's shoulders, the driver who's getting fired. Yeah. 8. Wow. Abu Dhabi. Lando's tied with poles with Max for poles this season. Wow. What is that disgusting Lando has? Haircut has? I like it a lot. I like the mullet. I think it doesn't look great right now because he just can't take his helmet off, but I think it suits him really nicely. Or it is a bit short on the sides than his last mullet, but still. That was insane quality, man. I mean, of course his hair's not gonna look good. It's just come out of a fucking helmet. Go look at him walking in the paddock yesterday with it on. It suits him well a lot, I reckon. Why won't McLaren like this all year, though? You know what I mean? Like, why have they chosen now to... Oh, we're going to start getting 1-2s in the fastest car. But it's weird, though, because I feel like they were the fastest car coming into this weekend. And then they just look all off of it in all the Q1 and Q2. Piastri and Lando, they collide! They collide! Sainz goes through! Absolutely not. If McLaren let their drivers fight tomorrow, they need to have some critical thinking and a serious slap in between the season during the winter break. You cannot be letting your drivers fight in a Constructors' Championship with no Drivers' Championship on the line. There's absolutely no Drivers' Championship on the line now. Charles is starting from P20. Lando does not need to care about P2. He shouldn't even care about P2 in the championship anyway. They sacrificed the Drivers' Championship in the Constructors. You can sacrifice P2 in the championship to focus on the Constructors. If they fight tomorrow, whether it's crash, get damage, or even if they just lose time on each other tomorrow. If they lose time on each other tomorrow, I will be mad. I will be mad. Oh, shit. They should not lose a single bit of time, not even a millisecond to each other tomorrow. They need to go full focus, work together for the Constructors. Wait, what the fuck? When have they added that Italian thing to the race suit? Nor is it all Stone Boy. Appreciate watching, man. Sainz possible pen? 100% papaya rules. Papaya rules means you can fight cleanly. I don't think there should be papaya rules tomorrow. I think there should be don't do anything rules. Like what is this? Oh no, another pen for Sainz. Another pen for Sainz, man. Hulk starts third if Sainz pens. Oh my god. Wait, it's been no further investigation already? The thing is, I say McLaren should not fight. McLaren should not do this. I've said so many things about McLaren this year, and they always do the opposite. So I would not be surprised if they somehow fuck each other off the track into the barrier and crash each other out tomorrow, just to top off their absolutely diabolical championship run this season. Oh my god, nightmare blunt rotation. Mohammed Ben Sulayem, Lando, and Terry Crews. Nico called this shit, bro. Alright, well guys, that wraps up qualifying. What a session. What were my predictions? Who's presenting the award? It's gonna be Terry Crews, right? Verstappen wrong, Norris wrong, Sainz wrong, Piastri wrong, Russell wrong, Hulkenberg wrong, Gasly wrong, Alonso wrong, Perez wrong, Bottas wrong. I got everyone wrong. Oh no, I got Alonso right. He saved my predictions. Okay, that mullet needs some work at the back. What the hell? The style suits him, but that specific haircut, no. Alright, well guys, that wraps up qualifying. Thank you all for watching. My YouTube gang, come over to Twitch. We're going to keep chatting for a little bit over on Twitch, so come on over. Otherwise, thank you guys all for tuning on in today. If you enjoyed, hit the follow button down below. Join me tomorrow. We'll be live on Twitch 2 hours before qualifying. 2 hours before the race. We'll be doing a build up all the way up until the race, and then a watch along for the race itself, as well as a watch along for the F2 feature race, the championship decider. You don't want to miss it. Big stream tomorrow. Be sure to tune on in. But YouTube gang, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.